So we are not just talking about me papa party, no one, no domino, and one year woo me to stop the nonsense, because me papa, who was, a full political person, is dead and gone. He doesn't know what is happening here right now. So I cannot be voting on the loyalty of my father. Me papa me papa sorry no pay, he will be shocked to come and see what we are, where we are. Baby, so me papa party no in. So number 1, Mahambut Baumia. Number 1. Number 2, Daniel Augustus Lati. Number 3, Ekuya Donko. Number 5, Christian Kwabena Andrews. Number 5, Kofi Akpalu. Number 6, Mohammed Frimpong. Number 7, Nana Akosia Frimpong. Number 8, John Dramani Mahama. Number 9, Hassan Abdul Ayariga. Number 10, Kofi Kurante. Number 11, George Chum Berima Edu. Number 12, Nana Kwame Bediako. And number 13, Alan Kwejo Chiremanting. These are the people who are going to be on your ballot sheet on the 7th of December. The decision is still yours. Who is the kind of leader that Ghana is looking for? Number 1, the fear of God. Serious, because our people don't fear God. Number 2, somebody who is an example. Exemplary leader. Number 3, somebody who has no connection with Freemasons or the cult. Because as I'm speaking to you right now, Freemasons is very interested in who leads this nation. And Freemasons have already chosen their candidate. Any endorsement by Freemason is a wrong choice. We don't want anybody who belongs to the cults. Not only Freemason, old fellow, Illuminati, anybody that is connected to occults cannot lead this nation. We have made that mistake before. We made a Freemason a president before. Never again. Freemason can sit at home and say, I don't like that guy on the TV, and they will take him off. Freemason can sit at home and say, who is that one speaking? They are me, a Freemason for time. I here, some Freemason. I don't tell them, my papa was a Freemason. I don't care about the stuff. Anybody who is Freemason or connected to Freemason cannot lead this nation. I'm telling you, straight up. It's time we want to tell the Christians, you want God to be in your affairs, open your eyes. Number 4, that person must be matured. Not somebody who loses cool, because you are going to represent this country at the G12, G8, G7 summits and all that. We need somebody who is matured. Because I said, yes, this is a president. This is a leader. We must get somebody like that to represent this country. Number 6, that person must have love. Number 7, integrity. His yes is yes and no is no. Let me compare, few projects by 16 years here, 16 years here. Maybe I will not be fair if I stretch it to 16 years. So let me make it 8 years, 8 years. So let's begin with healthcare. Agenda 111 hospitals. This one is in Sotuum, Anya Sotuum, and this one is somewhere in the eastern region. This, I have 4 pictures or 6 pictures on, Agenda 111 hospitals that have been, and mind you, these are district hospitals. So this is another one in a different location. And it goes on to, if you can speed up a bit because my time is flying. Yeah, so this, you can see the style of, healthcare. So this is healthcare, Agenda 111. Then I will compare it to the NDC's Rich Hospital. And I know the debate will be, this is a regional hospital, that is a district hospital. And I'll compare it to the UGM. So this is the University of Ghana Medical Center. Now, if everybody who is well-to-do is sick, now this is the place they take the people. So, this is healthcare. Let me talk about housing. Recently, my president commissioned housing for the police service here at Depot, and also commissioned some at Kwabenya. Beautiful project, for the police service. This is for the police people. 2 bedrooms and some 3 bedrooms for them. Bring the Kwabenya project. That is something, as a builder, I feel it's, an achievement. This is at somewhere in Kwabenya. It's a project that has just been commissioned. And let me compare it to the Saglime housing project. So if I look at the housing project of Saglime, which we have left for almost 8 years to rot, when people are sleeping on the streets. Yeah. And this is Saglime phase 1. Let me compare airports. I will compare the Tamale airport and the Kumasi airport. So this is the Tamale airport phase 1. And then where I have traveled through, nice place. And then let's look at the Kumasi new airport. Nana Prempeh, the first airport in Kumasi. This one now, next week, we are going to have Ethiopian Airlines going to fly straight to Kumasi. So this is it. And then let me compare this to Airport Terminal 3 project. The Airport Terminal 3 project. So I'm comparing airports. And this is it. Lastly, let me compare education structures. I'm not talking about free SH, I'm talking about structures. So educational structures, let me compare the STEM schools. There are STEM schools. So this is one of the STEM schools that have recently been commissioned. This is also another one that have been commissioned. If you go to places like Abumusu, in that area, they have a very beautiful, thing that has been done. And compare it lastly to the E-blocks, So, couple of the E-blocks. So, my people, I am not holding your tongue, but as your pastor, since I returned from the United States, I have paid school fees, and I am still paying. I have paid and paid and paid. Last Friday, we gave support to few people who, their children are in secondary schools, but they don't have the money of almost about 7,000 to 8,000 to buy the things they need to take their children. So we supported them to go and handle that kind of thing. Now, I don't want you to come back here telling me to pray for you because the economy is not good. So you take your wisdom and invest it in your thumb and go to the ballot as a businessman and as a businesswoman. If you feel another thing I didn't compare was the economy. I didn't compare 2016 cedi to dollar 4.2 as compared to 17.5. I didn't compare that. I did not compare that. So you go and make a decision and choose a leader. And I don't want you to run here with tears. Because the burden of our churches is on our head. So if you return here to come and tell me that as soon as you anyway, just like Moses, will be traveling this way. Now, I want to now address the Electoral Commission. By the grace of God, I have tried my best as a man of God to remain neutral. I have objectively put out this information. The Electoral Commission must be as neutral as neutral. Whether you like it or not, the power of the people is more powerful than any manipulation. The power of the people is more powerful than any manipulation. So your frivolous decision of trying to keep only 10 people with accreditation at the collation center, it was very prudent for you to retract it very fast. Because the vengeance of this nation was not going to be easy for you. So as much as possible, Madam Electoral Commissioner and your 7 commissioners, do that which is righteous in the sight of God and that which is right in the face of the law of the Republic of Ghana. And you will have peace. Yeah. And now let me tell all supporters of, NPP, NDC, PPPC, whatever party. If your party members can make you president, you will not be disturbing our ears. It is us, people who don't belong here or belong there. We make parties come to power. So go to the polling station, vote, and go home. When you go and monitor at home and at 5 o'clock you want to return and monitor counting at the polling station, you have the right to do so. But when one goes in a baby, and this one can't say, because I will not. Medeshia Bako, Wakra Medada, so a campaign. Nam se wo kono hwe no a meka nkyere me say ya bo wani so. E ma meka nkyere me. Meti ya me nko baby ya wo bia ma omani so. Say a good amen. And so the elections is on the 7th. And right now we are going to pray that God should lead us to choose a leader. A leader who fears God, a leader who loves God and the people. You can't just love God. You must love the people. You must love ordinary people. It shouldn't be a problem for you to shake the hands of a cocoa seller, of an amo seller, of a sabolai and sebe seller. It shouldn't be a problem for a schoolgirl without shoes to hug you. It shouldn't be a problem. You must love people. I sit down and sometimes my heart really bleeds that in these past 16 years, we believe, I believe more than you believe, messages. And the people who promised failed miserably. So then now we have to make it objectively. Pray as a Christian and allow God to lead you and make a choice that you want to make. And also to say lastly, when the people are forgotten, among these 13 people, put it on the screen. Everybody believes they will win. Everybody believes they will win. But actually, one will win. So I'm going to tell one person is out. So I'm going to tell and one person will win. So definitely I'm going to tell 11 people. When you lose, go home and sleep. And the people who win, be moderate in your jubilation. Not to spite other people in their loss. Be considerate. Because at the end of the day, it is only Ghana you have.
Nyame ya adoma memenda ndi aduru anesa. Me therefore say wo hwe me a. Okoto aba wi a. Ompe ho asem a Kofi din kotena se. Content creators na ed information nya be bro e high street ni so. Ko tena o radio ho, ko tena o TV ho, ubehu ni a ekoso nyina. Me therefore afutu kakra me de ma wi se wantie na kwaye kuntan. Ewo ba bia ye to aba no se okofa box, okofa pipa, okoye bibi, okoye tutu asem bia kwaye kuntan. Me therefore bibini a opetumi oni sympathy. This year elections no, me therefore enya asem kitwa, eni bra e wom no, uye mistake a obeda ba bia ye na. Empenifo se obanyansafo ye bu ne be. Nyame emie wa adwene ene wonte asem. Oma enhunumu ene anwumre oma yi ne ho adi nkyerɛw. Onkyerɛw nipa e wo se nyame ye adoma memenda, wodi ukokromoti. Ekoyi no ema ne bedi Ghana so for the next 4 years. Ade ba kwa mempese owre be fi ne se tumi no a ye di yi omanpanyini no. Me therefore eno eni ukokromoti. Tumi wom sin bibia wo Ghana at this time nyame ye adoma memenda. Ade a tumi wom kesepa e ukokromoti. Se wa hu so hwa na udu jimi akotena se. Enkoto nkwase aba bia ansa me ha ya adwene wo high street ni so. Sabi ye de Nyankopon adom. Ya bebo ye ho adwa wo obi man so. Enti wote Ghana na wa anto aba na ama the right person. Na ko ye senior umpe kakra mre na mu aye aseme be ka kire no. Ghana ye wo bibia. Ye wo bibia wo se ye ho toye krasen sabi yan ye te akwantum. Ye problem nyina ne se ye nya the right leader. Ana Nyankopon say okay asase na me dia mam no mama mu bibia na emom no gise mu yi okandifo papa na mo hotomo na ansa na mo ba yi okandifo no memfa ekwan na ye fa so yi okandifo no enkame mo enu ntimi de tumi na ma obia ewo ukokromoti mu fa enu mom na yi okandifo papa ma ne medi Ghana so medofo nyame onye Ghana ni dan biem na no Nyankopon bo so ne asase onye Ghana ni dan biem eya ye de ye nti hobi sabi mu amote wo no mesi mu ye nipa na mu nye nimpan enu nti no memenda fa wa adwene koto aba ema obi influence ema won koto aba uma obi influence ema woto aba udi sisu nyase ye me so ye we de andi kan say me obi influence influence me ma me koto aba ye amenye nipa na emo me ye nimpan